You silence them by remaining unbothered and calm. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you silence them by remaining unbothered and calm. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say, you don't got nothing to say. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say you don't got nothing to say. Now, the entire point of this video is this right here, y'all. Anytime you're quiet, you're not talkative, you're not letting people in your business, you're not showing too much of emotion, right? You're being very stoic. You got to understand something, family. It's going to cause them to go into remission. Yeah, just like a cancer inside of a body. Cancer never leaves the body, right? It just goes to sleep. It stops moving. They call it remission. That's the same thing with your enemies and adversaries and those who are talking down on you and about you, right? They go into remission when they don't have new information. They go into remission when they don't have a new response or reaction, right? Or action to react off of. They go into remission when you don't give them anything. Think about people who do reaction videos, and this is no shot to them. This is no diss to them, right? Because I like reaction videos, and especially when a hot song is out, like They Not Like Us, when Kendrick Lamar dropped The Heart Part 5, and all these different songs. Well, and even videos of like police cam, it's all type of stuff that you can react to. But I like it. But the reality is, if there's no content for them to react to, then they don't have no content on their channel. Their entire channel is about reacting to somebody else doing something, another song, somebody else gift or talent, somebody doing something crazy or stupid. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? So again, you will silence a person like that when all they're doing is depending on you to say something. When all they're doing is depending on you to do something. You control the tone. You control the narrative, even if they make one, right? If you throw a party or a kickback inside your house, everybody is responding and reacting from you. You know why? Because you control the tone. If you play a certain type of music, you're going to bring a certain type of vibe. If you act a certain type of way, you're going to allow them to act a certain type of way. You control the tone. And that's how powerful you are. So that's why I say you silence them by remaining unbothered and calm. Point blank period. But we're going to go ahead and get directly into this video, y'all. Second video of today, okay? And y'all know where we at. We right here in front of the legendary great couch. Therefore, everything that's said within this video is going to be legendary, y'all. And that's just how they go. Drop legendary down below in the comments. But family, let's go ahead and get directly into it. First thing is first, leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Number one, this is how you silence them, okay? Or this is why you silence them, by being unbothered and calm, all right? They react and respond off of you, okay? They react and respond off of you. See, what that means is, y'all, is that they don't have anything to do, say, or even bring attention to as long as you are in remission, as long as you are calm, as long as you are quiet. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? You control the tone. Once again, it's just like an airplane, right? I haven't flown that many times. Y'all know that. I've been keeping y'all updated, but I got some new things coming in. It's in the works, y'all. I ain't going to speak on it too much, but when it comes to an airplane, I go off of the vibe of the flight attendants, right? Number one. And then I also pay attention to my environment. So if it's turbulence, if other people ain't really tripping, it kind of take my anxiety down, right? The flight attendants, if they're laughing, chilling, I'm like, okay, cool. This is what they typically do. It's not really nothing that's major. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all, I'm reacting and responding off of them. If they go into a panic, I just may panic. I'm going to pray first, of course, but being 30,000 feet in the sky, 40,000 feet in the sky, I'm going to say my prayer for sure. But then I may go into a panic afterwards, just being a human being, if something was to happen. However, y'all, that is exactly what happens with them, y'all, okay? They react and respond off of you. So if they see you get mad, guess what? They gonna get happy about you being mad. If they see you being bothered, that's gonna egg them on and keep going. If they see you talking smack, you gonna rile them up to start talking smack. The point is, y'all, they are reacting and responding off of you. So if you don't give them nothing, they won't be able to do nothing, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, I won't give you a thing. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I won't give you a thing. The next thing is going to be this right here. Number 2, this is how you silence them, all right, or how you know you silence them, by remaining unbothered and calm. Your stoicism is commended and respected. Yeah. Your stoicism is commended and respected. Now, family, if for those who want to know what stoicism means, this means that you don't show too much emotion. It doesn't mean that you don't have emotion. It just means that you don't show too much emotion, right? You're quick to get over things. You're not going to show a person that you got a wound. You're not going to show a person that you're harmed or that you're hurt. All right. You're very stoic. OK, you can be going through so many different things, but you're not going to allow people to know that because you just hard body like that. Yeah, you just hard body like that. And that's a good thing because it keeps people off of you. It keeps people guessing. You don't let people know where you are mentally, emotionally, financially, anything. You're very stoic. That's a great thing to have. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, all right? However, y'all, when you are very stoic, the people who dislike you, yeah, the people who can't stand you, oh yeah, the people who hate your guts, even they are going to look at you and be like, I commend that sister. I commend that brother. I respect it. See, oftentimes, y'all, we think that a person has to like us to respect us. Nah. It's many people who I dislike, but I respect their work. It's many people who I would not do business with, but I respect what they do outside of business. You don't have to like a person to respect them. You ever heard somebody say that? You don't got to like me, but you're going to respect me. See, that's where you sit at on this totem pole. A lot of people don't like you, but they respect you. Why? Because of how you move, how you navigate. You stand for something, therefore you won't fall for anything. You have integrity. You got character, dignity, right? You stand for something. Yeah, you stand for something. Therefore, y'all, they're going to commend and respect your stoicism. You know, y'all, people talk about LeBron James like a dog. They talk about Chris Brown. They talk about all these different celebrities, basketball players, football players. I mean, the list goes on. Travis Hunter is now a celebrity. Whether he wants to accept it or not, he's a celebrity. You go into any professional field, congratulations, you are a celebrity. You got to deal with it. They talk about him like a dog. Right? Talk about his marriage. Talk about, you know, the woman he decided to marry and have kids with. They talk about him like a dog. Talk about Christopher Brown like a dog. Talk about all these different celebrities like a dog. However, the ones who stand out the most, the ones who shut up all the rhetoric, the ones who stop everybody from, you know, keeping that attention on them, are the ones who remain stoic. Talk to my lawyer. Yeah. Don't talk to me. I'm not going to give you a response. Yep. I don't care if you drop 3, 5, 10 diss tracks going towards me, talking about my dog, my mama, my grandfather, my granddad, my grandmama. I don't care. I'm not going to respond. You know why? Because I'm going to remain stoic. Even the people who can't stand those celebrities are going, the critics and analysts and all that stuff, they're going to look at them and say, man, I commend and respect their stoicism. They may not go out publicly saying it. They may not tell everybody. They may not, you know, make the apology as big as the disrespect. But guess what? Deep down on the inside, in that room, in those 4 walls, They like, I commend that brother. I commend that sister. I respect them. Yeah, and it's going to show up in their actions. So going right back to the point, y'all, your stoicism is commended and respected. Understand that. Somebody drop in the comments and say they respect me. Of course, y'all, because you silence them by remaining unbothered and calm. Don't let them know that you're bothered. Don't let them know that you're sweating. Don't let them know that you don't got it figured out. Don't let them know that you are a bit confused, because you give a person an inch, they're going to take a mile every time. Number 3, y'all, is going to be this right here. Sticks and stones. Yep. We're going to get to the fundamentals, y'all. Sticks and stones. Y'all ever heard the saying, sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but names will never hurt me? My grandmama taught me that too, y'all. My grandmama's still living, by the way. My grandmama, she was a real G, y'all. She was real, right? She would tell me stuff like, Junie, all you got, the only friend you got is the dollar in your pocket. Like, she was one of them grandmas. Like, she was real, right? A real G. And, you know, she taught me this saying. She said that sticks and stones, Junie, may hurt your bones, but words will never hurt you. And that really stuck with me, okay? And so when you are unbothered and when you are calm, you're letting them know that, hey, them sticks you throwing at me, I'm building a cabin. Those stones you throwing at me, I'm starting a fire. Sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but names will never hurt me. You're taking those sticks and stones and building things. You're taking those sticks and stones and creating things. You're unbothered. You're calm. So you silence them. They like, if I threw a stick and that didn't work, what else? If I threw a stone and that didn't work, then what else? Like Martin say, if not, then who? If not, then who? Nobody can. All right. So the point is, y'all, is that those sticks and stones still allows you to be unbothered. Okay. You know, y'all, this reminds me of kids or even adults being bullied. All right. When you show people, or when you show a person that whatever they're doing or whatever they're saying about you is not bothering you, at some point they're going to stop. Guaranteed. At some point they're going to stop, because it's no longer fun. Right. It's not something that they're interested in. Hey, the names that you call me, I don't care. I'm going to even laugh at your joke. That's an old school trick. I'm going to laugh at the joke you tell on me. Yeah. I'm going to make you feel real stupid. You follow what I'm saying, y'all? This is that same effect. Sticks and stones. All right. Number 4 is going to be this right here, family. Shame and guilt. Shame and guilt, y'all. That will silence a person quick. It'll shut a person up quick. You know why, y'all? Because if they're saying all this about you, slandering you, talking about you to this person, that person, you know, creating rumors, all these different things, family. And if you still come out and lend that helping hand, show how good your heart is. Show that you are a generous person. Show that you care about people. I mean, just being a real noble individual. Whenever you show people that this is who you are, it's going to cause them to be guilty or feel guilty and feel shame. I'm just going to be honest, y'all. I never forget, I was watching the interview with DMX, and he was talking about, and by the way, R.P. the late DMX, but he was talking about Drake. At this time, this is before They Not Like Us, right? Before Kendrick Lamar dropped that bomb on Drake. But Drake had been dominating, y'all, for, years. Drake been dominating for a while. And so at the time, DMX didn't really respect Drake, because DMX is still on hardcore rap. He haven't really evolved. He like, nah, son, nah, money. You know how DMX talk, nah, money. And Drake reached out to DMX. I think he put him on a song, or he had did something for him. I think he sampled his beat. He gave him respect, right? Drake gave respect to DMX. And then DMX said, man, I feel stupid, Joe. He was like, he felt stupid, because here I am thinking that this guy don't even rock with me, or this guy don't respect my rap. And here he is. He reached out to me, or he had his people to reach out to me. And now I'm like, man, that's crazy. He felt shame and guilt. And if DMX had felt shame and guilt at the level that he was trust and believe that people on lower levels than that feel shame and guilt doing a good person wrong, especially when all they have given them was nothing but love, appreciation, congratulations, salute. Come on now. The next thing, y'all, is going to be this right here, number 5. That is, you're not looking to escape. You are not looking to escape, meaning you ain't running from the smoke. All right. Somebody drop in the comments and say, in fact, I want the smoke. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, in fact, I want the smoke. And see, I'm not, into creating situations, but I also believe in my Bible, right? And the Bible says, don't live your life in fear, right? Don't walk in fear. Okay, it tells us, do not be dismayed, remain courageous. In so many words, y'all, do not be dismayed, remain courageous. Okay, and so what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is that you ain't dodging no smoke. You're not looking to escape. You're not looking to hide. All right, listen, y'all. Even though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, y'all, we shall fear no evil. It don't matter. You ain't trying to escape. You're not trying to escape bullying. You're not trying to escape a person who talked bad about you. You're not trying to escape a bad narrative. You're not trying to escape cheating. You're not trying to escape a terrible person. In other words, I'm not saying you're looking for it, but you're also not trying to dodge it, right? You're not trying to run away from it, because we know that God is with us. So the point that I'm making is, y'all, is that whenever you show a person that you ain't scared of them, that you're not trying to, escape the situation, it's going to make them, tone it down a little bit. It's going to make them be silenced. You're going to shut a lot of people up because you're unbothered. You're calm. It reminds me, y'all, of a person who gets a thrill out of catching something that don't want to be caught. And that's with anything. That's the woman who didn't want to be caught, and the man finally got it. She made it like a game by, making him chase, right? The guy in prison, didn't want to be caught. They caught him. They got him. He in the cell with Bubba. They got him. Didn't want to be caught. The person outside who was scared to get in the fight, they caught him. Yep. But think about the person who didn't mind being caught, because I'm going to stand up for myself. You know what that means, y'all? You're not looking to escape. You're not afraid. Let me make sure I make this clear. You're not looking for trouble. You're not even inviting trouble. But you know that if God says, do not be dismayed and be courageous, and although we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you should fear no evil. All these different things, y'all, we understand that God is with us. Why am I going to be afraid? I'm not trying to escape anything. And like I said, a lot of people have a thrill of catching something that does not want to be caught. Think about even fishing. A fish don't want to be caught. A fish don't want to be on the hook. You thought the fish wanted to get caught. No, he don't. He's trying to run away. He's trying to swim away, rather, right? He don't got no legs, but he's trying to swim away. And we just trying to get him with that liver, that little worm that keep moving. And as soon as he get hooked, he like, man, I done messed up. Dang. Now I'm finna be somebody's fish dinner. What I'm trying to get y'all to understand, this family, is that people have a thrill in catching something that does not want to be caught, right? And so that's the point, family. You silence them by remaining unbothered and calm. Okay, but with that being said, family, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. We'll conclude this video after this recap, and then there it is, y'all. So number 1, they react and respond off of you. Number 2, your stoicism is commended and respected. Number 3, sticks and stones, y'all. Number 4, shame and guilt. And number 5, you're not looking to escape. Family, y'all already know how we do. Y'all be sure to go over to the Rich Mentality Academy, join the tribe, join the membership, meet your tribe, of course. Y'all be sure to book a one-on-one session with your boy. Okay, not only that, y'all can get you a Yes Sir t-shirt and get one of those books. But I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.